Alright, so we're going to take a look at this video from the American Redact channel titled Marc Maron Just Exposed Joe Rogan and Tony Hinchcliffe. And guys, we already know that Maron's about that life, right? He's willing to be the guy who works alongside these fellas and tell them that they're dog shit. I love that. That's huge. It's an inside horse. Is that a thing? Inside dog? Doesn't matter. You get my point, where this is like somebody, much like Cat Williams, who sees it from the inside. It's not Red Bar. It's not, you know, American Redact or Podcast Cringe or whatever. These guys actually were on stage, did time next to these people, grew up with them. Marc Maron was friends with Sam Kinison. He watched Joe Rogan start comedy. He has more information on these fucking guys than anybody. Besides what, like Jamie? You know, fucking Joe's podcast producer. But let's see what American Redact's got for us.
My problem with those guys, is that they were sucking up to fascists and they were promoting the end of liberal democracy and the beginning of authoritarianism. And to me, that was plain and clear to see. So my issue with them was because of that. It was political, and it was like they were bootlickers and they were pawns. But I also think they were suckers, and I also think that some of them are grifters. Is that, you know, some of these guys, it's like they're going to go to where the money is.
Yeesh. I mean, Marc just going in. He's going in. And I believe American Redact brings up how Rogan said that they squashed the beef. He had a phone call with Maron, and they squashed the beef. So then what the fuck is this? Are you telling me that Joe Rogan is a liar? Can't be.
And the audiences they built, even before I made these comments, like, you know, would I ever go on Joe's show? Because he's sort of a, you know, a star maker, or Tony's show. It's like, no, I wouldn't, because what am I going to do with that audience?
Right, right.
You see what he's saying? Do you understand? Because many of them have said this. I mean, Stavros brought up the Austin trans brain, and that's sort of what they did. They created their own little club where their specific fucking disgusting jokes somehow work, like saying a black guy doesn't like eggs. I mean, that's the highbrow stuff that's going on over there at the fucking mothership, all right? That's what people are buying tickets months ahead of time for. It's crazy. But that's the reality of what Joe Rogan has always wanted. He's always wanted to be able to keep people out. He's always wanted to be able to pick and choose. Right? And when, much like Tony, they will align themselves with the right people to make themselves look good, even though they suck. And that doesn't even just mean in comedy. That just means as a person. Like, oh, we'll watch this because, you know, Theo's on, and we love Theo. So it looks like we're supporting you. And then you can pat yourself on the back, too, because you think that they're supporting you. It's gross. It's dark.
Alright, so it looks like Marc Maron is far from finished with calling out Joe Rogan and his circle of meatheads who are currently doing irreversible damage to comedy. Because in the last couple appearances he made in the media, Marc just sets the record straight with these hacks and exposes how hypocritical these guys really are. But before we dive into that, I just think all this stuff from Marc Maron's especially funny because according to Joe Rogan a few months ago, apparently him and...
Yeah, see, he did say that. Rogan did say, yeah, I got on the phone with Marc and we, you know, I'm not your enemy, guy. You and me forever. We're comedians, dude. 250 of us. Gotta stick together. And it's like, come on, dude. Why make that up? And also, why make that up with the size of platform that you have? It's the same shit that Brendan Schaub was doing, and people were calling him out because when we can find out the truth is accessible. Why fucking lie?
Him and Marc Maron squashed their beef over a phone call, which just sounded like a lot of BS at the time, since it was immediately followed by Joe implying that Marc was just a jealous hater.
I actually
And that's gross. They think that all of them are jealous haters. They think my channel's a jealous hater. They think the American Redact's a jealous hater. People will have said that about both this video that I did and the video that he's already done 2 days ago, okay? They think for some reason when you criticize a person, it's because you're jealous of them and what they are doing. The fact they're rich, the fact that he's fucking jacked, the fact that he commentates UFC. Like, you can just criticize a person and not like them and not be jealous whatsoever, be fully content. I don't understand why that's the take.
made up with Marc Maron the other day.
No, you
And
didn't.
he sent me a very sincere message of thank you.
No, he didn't.
And then I sent him a message back that was sincere. And I said, look, I'm not your enemy.
So that wasn't a phone
It's
call
very
then, you
easy
dipshit.
for me to
I mean, that right there already sounds like a lie because he said it was a phone call, and then it's like, we sent messages. That's not a phone call, Joe. Phone calls are not typing messages back and forth. Is he that old?
say, oh, just relax, and who cares? Everybody should be happy that all these people are doing well. But if you're not doing well, that jealousy
So
is
gross.
a natural thing. I've experienced.
So stupid. It's so stupid to think that because you're seeing somebody else do well, that's a reason to fucking just criticize them. Well, I mean, what kind of theory is that? Like, oh, this guy's, I mean, he's a great wide receiver for the Colts. But I just don't like his attitude in the locker room. For some reason, it's because I'm jealous that he's a wide receiver on an NFL team. Like, what do you mean, dude? I think he just stinks as a person. Overall. That's okay, too.
Experienced it before. I've experienced it.
So now that Marc has gone out of his way to make these statements publicly, it's hard to believe that that phone call apology went exactly the way Rogan claims it did.
Right.
Because Marc Maron ended his podcast over 8 months ago.
Now, see, this is the stuff that I liked about this video the most, is because nobody felt the need to say this about Maron when he was first shitting on these dudes on Bad Friends, as a matter of fact. They didn't feel the need to bring up the fact that Marc decided to stop doing his podcast. Maron also had fucking Leo, DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Obama, all these different fucking incredible guests that would never step foot on Rogan's property. Now, is that good or bad? Well, what it is Marc is more successful than these guys in other ways. Speaking of going mainstream, as I did in my other video about the game show, the Bad Friends game show, Marc Maron went mainstream, and it works. I mean, the guy's the fucking voice of the snake in the Bad Guys animation shit, right? That's huge. That's what all of these guys typically live off of for the rest of their lives. Okay? Because there's always going to be kids watching fucking Disney movies. It's like Ratatouille for fucking Patton Oswalt. That guy will be rich forever, be known forever because of that voice. And here's Joe trying to convince everybody that I don't want to be in movies. I don't want to act. I don't want to do any of that. It's like I don't think that's necessarily true. I think people aren't interested in having you. Because again, the ego is getting out of control of these guys, and let's be honest, folks, the numbers aren't changing. Like Rogan isn't getting bigger. Like Rogan isn't getting larger by any stretch. There aren't more people tuning in. Okay, it's about the same. And I believe a lot of the people are tuning in to do just this. Hey man, it seems like you're out of your mind. Right? Rather than clap him along as he says stupid shit.
So he doesn't really need to do interviews, podcasts, or involve himself in any of this anymore. But clearly he sees this Category 5 hurricane of hacks getting bigger by the day. Like it's gotten so out of control that it seems like he felt compelled enough to speak up about it once again.
Hey, why is he walking like that though? Why is Tony walking like that though? I mean, I could guess, so could you, but boy oh boy, why do that right before a fucking live taping of your fucking stand-up? Ouch.
Because the most hypocritical thing about these wannabe comedians is that they're so stuck on this idea that their freedom of speech on stage is being suppressed by the left, which is just completely untrue. I mean, they act as if they'll all be thrown into a dungeon for saying jokes about trans people and whatnot, but in reality, they can say just about anything they want to. But they're so caught up with trying to get canceled that they really just try to offend people with their material instead of try to make them laugh, which...
Again, my theory about these guys has always been they're just trying to surround themselves with more talented people so that way you could assume that they're talented. You could assume. Hey, Joe Rogan might be funny because he hangs out with, I don't know, Shane Gillis. Right? And it's like, was Adam Egget necessarily funny because he hung out with Norm Macdonald? I don't know. But it's a gross thing. It's like, because you're the door guy at the mothership, boy oh boy, you must be able to write some fucking jokes. Why? because you're affiliated with the dumb shit. I don't know. It's weird. But go check out the rest of this video. He makes several fantastic points about these guys. And Marc Maron is absolutely on fire. Yeah, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you.